Marhaba, Chairman Poe, Congressman Higgins, and Congressman Cook, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to welcome you once again. I found our discussion very constructive. I'm confident that this meeting will strengthen the ties between the Iranian people and their resistance with the U.S. Congress. Your ongoing support for the efforts of the Iranian people and the Iranian resistance to establish freedom and democracy in Iran is the source of enormous encouragement and greatly appreciated. Your presence here, especially not long after the massacre of members of the resistance in Liberty, sends a strong message to the murderers, the religious fascism ruling Iran, and their allies in Iraq. This means that in this unfair and bloody battle, the American people's representatives stand firmly on the side of the Iranian people. The Iranian people and its resistance are delighted to enjoy the support of the U.S. Congress during the years that our country was ruled by a religious tyranny. Several years of activities at the U.S. House of Representatives in support of Assad and against the illegitimate designation of the MK sets an outstanding example for all lawmakers across the world in defense of freedom and democracy. As I mentioned earlier today during our discussion, mullahs are on their final stage. The Iranian society, despite brutal suppression, is ready for uprising. Mullahs have resorted to all means to suppress the rising popular discontent. Public executions and inhuman punishments are on rise to intimidate the people. In recent months, at least 2 political activists were tortured to death. Despite such repression, we are witnessing growing support for the resistance. This indicates that to overthrow the regime, an organized movement is needed. This is the task that the Iranian resistance has been engaged. The people of Ashraf and Liberty are the most organized part of the resistance. They are source of inspiration for the youth and women. They form the core of a resistance whose extension is in Iran. Therefore, mullahs resort to any means to destroy it. We brought this fact to the attention of the U.S. government and the United Nations on a number of occasions during 2012. We said that forcible displacement to Liberty would endanger the security and protection of the residents. But unfortunately, they paid no heed until it was proven in the tragic massacre of February 9. This is the result of this massacre. 7 persons who were died, and unfortunately here we have the picture of 6 injured. Now the problem is that massacre against the residents of Liberty can take place any day and any time. the real solution to the problem before another attack is to facilitate immediate return of members of the resistance to Ashraf, as you also underscored. To this end, first, the international community, especially the government of the United States and the United Nations, must pave the way for their return. The UN High Commissioner for Refugees must declare the collective refugee status of members of the resistance. 3. The UN Secretary General must appoint an impartial representative on this matter and set up a fact-finding mission to investigate the massacre of Camp Liberty residents. And 4. Above all, it's time for European and the US governments to side with the Iranian people in their desire for regime change and establishment of freedom and democracy in Iran. I thank you all very much. Thank you for your invitation. I hope that one day you can invite me to
Okay, don't worry. We will win. The mullah's got it out. We will win.